Bowls Australia acknowledges the traditional owners and custodians of the land in which this stream is produced. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past and present.
Day 5 of the 2024 Australian Open is well and truly upon us. It's a beautiful morning in Broadbeach. Well, it's pretty much a beautiful morning every morning here at the Broadbeach Bowls Club, and we have got women's singles action for you. Val Febo, my name for this clash between Lorraine Frankland of Queensland and Jacqui Millar of Victoria. Andrew Howie, the events manager at Bowls Australia, the man who puts it all together here, the Australian Open, joins me this morning. Another favour for the BA Media team, and you'll find out about the other ones that he's done on Without Bias tonight at 10:30pm on 11:16 SEN. Thank you, mate.
Morning, Val, and thanks for having me, mate. It's good to jump in the hot seat for a day and call some great matches at Broadbeach Bowls Club. But as you said, very exciting day, another glorious day on the Gold Coast. And really looking forward to calling some great matches throughout the day.
Yeah, I'm absolutely pumped for women's singles action. We've seen the men's singles sections conclude. We've seen the women's pairs sections conclude with some massive draws coming up in both for the knockout stages. And how excited are you for those to commence?
Yeah. Once we get sort of through the section play and down to the business end, it really is, fantastic. It's great to see. Obviously, you've got a mix of the who's who of bowls, Commonwealth Games, World Champions, but then also you've got your grassroots players who have got through their section and might be up against some World Champions. So there's not many sports, Val, you can play in an event and come up against, the best in the business, so to speak. Really looking forward to the remainder of the section play and also as we progress through to the knockout stages.
The beauty of not having any seeding or anything like that in the Australian Open draws means that we can have some really high-profile matches, and I think we've got a couple. There was Selena Goddard and Samantha Atkinson up against Trish Doolan and Wendy Wilson, the 2022 finalists. That's in the first knockout round of the women's pairs. So, A, it's wonderful for the tournament, but B, if you're one of those pairs, how flat would you be?
Yeah, it's obviously, as you say, it's luck of the draw. We don't seed any of our competitions. Basically, we let the system do the work for us, and it's just one of those things. You can come up against a really class outfit like both they are from first round of knockout. But it's the beauty of the competition. Really, there's no easy draws out there, and anything can happen.
All right, we're about to commence this first match. The hooter has gone off, and it is going to be a Jacqui Millar to set the length. She is using the Aero Optimas, those teal colour bowls. And Lorraine will be using the Henselite Alphas in the dark green. Already some good sportsmanship with Lorraine picking up Jacqui's bowl and giving it to her. Let's see what they do with the length, probably about 3/4.
Yeah, nice sort of medium sort of length to start with. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting match, this one. Both ladies have never been on the live stream, I believe, so very exciting. Great opportunity to obviously represent themselves and their venues and the clubs they play for. So see Jacqui just pulling up a little bit short there. As you'll see throughout the day, the greens at Broadbeach are running absolutely fantastic here, especially the green 4 we're on here. From all reports, it was edging up to sort of 17 seconds yesterday. So, yeah, it's a really lovely green to play on, and obviously where we stage our finals on the last 2 days, Val.
It is. It was frustrating yesterday sitting here all day, Howie, because all Michael Hollywood Sorensen and I wanted to do was get out there and have a little bit of a roll, because they just looked pristine to be playing on. And obviously we changed direction across sessions. We change them across days as well. Sometimes we go northwest, north-south. Sometimes we go east-west. And, you know, it just manages the wear of the green. And you can see we're already 5 days in, plus Matador 4s and Blue Diamond pairs. They look perfect.
Yeah, the green staff do a great job here. So, yeah, head greenkeeper Les Gibbs and he's offsiders, so 2 ICs, Chris Lenham and Alan. They do a fantastic job, as well as the great Aaron Sheriff working on the tools when he's not out winning world championships and gold medals. Yeah, so they've got a great team here, and they all do a fantastic job to ensure they can deliver a great service for our players to play on. As do all the other venues across the coast, Val. It's a massive effort, the Australian Open, and so much goes into it. And yeah, you've got to thank all the green staff that are getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, preparing greens to ensure our competitors can have a good time on the coast.
It's way too early for me, so definitely a lot of respect for them.
So Jacqui just going through the head a little bit here. So both players just trying to find their range.
But it is great to see, and speaking with Jacqui just before this, she's only been bowling for 3 years, and it's the beauty of the Australian Open, Andrew Howie, that so many people can just come up and have a go. It doesn't matter how long you've been bowling, you are welcome at this event.
Yeah, exactly right, and I think that's why it's been so popular over the years, Val. It's a lot of people use it as sort of a season-ending bowling trip, so to speak. So all the southern states, when they sort of shut down through winter, let's get a group of mates together and come up to the Australian Open, enjoy the weather, and have a game of bowls. And yeah, that's what it's all about. It's, as I said before at the start, we've got world champions and right down to grassroots players have only been playing for 12 months. So it really is the event for everyone. And if you're out there and you've been considering coming up to the Australian Open, although we run it, we can highly recommend it. It's just it's great to see as you walk around the venues and everyone's got a great smile on their face and really enjoying the tournament atmosphere.
I think seeing those two young ones, Lockie and Geordie McEwen from New Zealand, 9 and 11 years old, a combined age of 20, they're coming out here to play the men's pairs, men's 4s and under 18s. It's just wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great to see. As we see Lorraine just going under here. Weight wasn't bad, so it was definitely shot to Jacqui. It's just whether it's 1 or 2.
There was a little bit of a rub through her previous bowl there for Jacqui Millar. Sat it and went straight through. That is a 1, and she's on the board. She's got 100% strike rate on the live stream, does Jacqui Millar. 1-0. Seen some outstanding matches already, and the match of Rinkside Live so far was the final match of the day yesterday. Paulina Laurie and Mia Baldy up against Anya Mani Moffat and Anda Panchawat. 17 apiece. But momentum swings aplenty, Andrew Howie.
Yeah, no, it did look like a good match. And am I right in saying they're club mates, or they play at the same club?
They were, and they all left within the last year, but they've known each other for 5 years. And honestly, the amount of clapping that went on for opposition bowls, it was unbelievable. The spirit that match was played in, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it.
Fantastic. Great to see.
Absolutely wonderful.
So Jacqui opting for a slightly longer length here. Green looks like it's running beautiful to start the day. I was having a chat to the greenkeepers when they were finishing off the green. There was no dew this morning, so I'd expect over the next hour or so, once the sun comes out fully, this green's going to be running very good.
And in this direction, Howie, this is sort of the last place that the sun engulfs at the end of the day.
So Lorraine here, just looking for a good opening bowl. Just a little confidence booster, really. Just try and get one close and settle into the match. Just going to run through.
Yep. But better to be up like that than short, that's for sure. And this is the other wonderful thing, the Australian Open. I know a lot of people, they get a little bit nervous when the cameras are on them, but it's such a great experience because you can go back and watch your match, especially if you're coached by someone at your club. It gives them something that they can assist you with. And, this is a great tool for people to go back to their clubs and go to their club coach and say, what can I do better?
Yeah, exactly right. It's, a lot of people are nervous the first time, but it's a great experience. And as you said, Val, you can definitely learn from playing in front of the camera and see what you're doing. But as we see, Jacqui played a good bowl there. Weight was perfect, just sliding under. One of the characteristics of this green, it does have a beautiful turn on it on green 4 at Broadbeach, like all the others. But you definitely got to take your grass and let the bowl do its work.
So I believe Rich River down near Moama.
That's correct.
Not too far from where we host our February BPL. Of course, the one in November is going to be the biggest in the tournament's history. Andrew Howie.
Yeah, it's an exciting time for the BPL product, Val. Two new teams coming in, so the Sydney Saints and the Geelong Jets, as we've expanded from 10 teams to 12. So, very excited for the next instalment at Club Pine Rivers. We obviously got a lot of new players coming in as well, so that's going to be very exciting. Adds a little bit of extra interest to the BPL. So, it's obviously a great product that we deliver each year, and it's a really good one to be involved in. As we see Lorraine drawing the shot.
She's really lifted with her last 2 bowls. Corrected nicely from her first. Ended up a couple of metres back. But yeah, the BPL in November is going to be massive. 2 new teams to feature at one of the sports showpiece events, not just in Australia, but globally. People all around the world wanting to watch the Bowls Premier League. Wendy, our marker and ITO, indicates that it's 1. Barring a catastrophe, Lorraine Frankland will be on the board. Be interesting to see the momentum swings in this match. Singles can often provide a lot of them. As soon as there's a length change, doesn't need to do much more than her last.
Yeah, just needs to keep running. She's done well, I think. Great shots.
That'll be a 2. Inspects. One taken out, 2 taken out. Might get the measure.
Yeah, so Lorraine representing the Narangs Bowls and Community Club. So they're obviously one of our host venues who do a fantastic job with the Australian Open. So I'm just wondering whether they're sitting there. They've just got the matches out and they've got it up on the big screen watching and cheering on their club members. So we see measure for 3.
Nah, that'll be just 2, I believe. Yep. Definitely a 2.
2 it is.
So Lorraine Franklin leads 2-1 after 2 here in this early stage of this opening round of women's singles action going on all around the Gold Coast today. Such a wonderful tournament this is, and 15 trophies up for grabs. Of course, Howie, BPL Cup. Get your entries in.
Yeah, Val, as you can see on the bottom of your screen there, the BPL Cup, we're still looking for host venues around the country. So if you're at a club and you want to get involved with hosting the BPL Cup, please contact Bowls Australia. There is an expression of interest you can find through the BPL Cup webpage, through the Bowls Australia website. But yeah, it's a great event. It's going from strength to strength each year, and but get your entries in. Go to the website, see what venues are holding events near you. grab a team. So obviously teams need to be made up of people from the same club. They can be open teams, mixed. So plenty of options there to get involved in the BPL Cup.
Such a great event, and you could be playing on the TV rink at the Bowls Premier League in November.
Yeah, as we're all aware, one of the major prizes with the BPL Cup, if you progress through your prelim, your club events through to regional, then state, you win your trip to Club Pine Rivers.
Pretty good.
To rub shoulders with all the BPL players and play in conjunction with that event. And the two teams that make it through to the final will see themselves on Foxtel and KO. So it's a great prize, great experience. Yeah, we definitely can highly recommend getting involved.
Yep, it is absolutely wonderful. As this start from Jacqui Millar been quite good, pretty much right on the money. We've gone sort of back to that 3/4 length. Jack back, Matt up a little bit.
Yeah, so Lorraine just trickling through there. So as you said, yeah, it's a great opening bowl by Jacqui. Confidence booster when you get your first one close to the jack. As we know in singles, a lot of the games are won in those first two bowls, trying to build pressure and put that on your opponent. So be looking to try and replicate her first.
That is exactly right. And I think watching on this rink on 28, we were maybe about a couple of feet over towards the ditch the other day. The ditch side really swooped back, but both hands should be fairly true.
Yeah, they are.
Consistent.
Yeah, it's a good green, this one, and I've been lucky over the years. Before I was sort of the event manager, playing a number of games with the AO on these greens and pennants and all that sort of stuff. It's as I said before, it's one of those greens you'd need to take your grass, let the bowl do the work, and especially as we've said, it's running quick first thing in the morning. It's only going to get quicker throughout the day. So
what has Lorraine got? Taking a bit of grass. So it'll end up behind, but she's got all three of her bowls sitting there waiting. If she can get any sort of a touch on that jack, who knows? Could be in for a count. But Jacqui Millar, she's the one holding sway at the moment. She's tossed it out on a wider line.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how far this gets back. No one sort of chucked it out there as yet.
Her weight was pretty much spot on.
It's counting. The good thing as well, Val, she hasn't set up any targets, so Lorraine's going to have to try and draw the shot cold. Obviously, there's a plus if she happens to trail the jack back, which she does have three bowls waiting.
See how this comes. It's coming.
She's close.
Just needs it to pull up. Lorraine Frankland.
Done well. What a great shot.
Under pressure, asks the question, and delivers.
Yeah, so this is where Jacqui needs to be careful. She doesn't have a bowl past the jack. So the best option here is to remain on the backhand. It's just a full draw. She can draw down to Lorraine's bowl, turn the jack, promote her front bowl as well. It's just a matter of just giving your bowl a chance.
She has given it a chance, but doesn't want to promote the jack. It's going to come underneath.
Oh, it was a good try. She probably just didn't quite have the weight, Val, but it was a great effort.
So it'll be 3-1 in favour of Lorraine Frankland from McKenzie Park. Good start from the Queenslander. We've got Michael Foster watching in bed from the UK. What sort of a setup have you got? Are you on your phone or have you got the TV on in your room and watching YouTube there? Got some people watching from Canada. Caroline Fitzgerald, CJ in Christchurch, and Mackney Bowls Club watching it. It's freezing there, 13 degrees, but the ladies look warm. Oh boy, they do. We're also warm. Bit of a breeze just picking up.
So this is probably the shortest length we've played so far.
Yeah, it's interesting that she just changed what she was doing. Might just not have got enough purchase on that jack. you see during the Australian Open, Andrew Howie, that the importance of a jack roll and how good you have to be with it. And often you hear a lot of people say that before they even put a bowl in their pupils' hands as a coach, they'll get them to roll jacks.
Yeah, it does, Val, especially like it does play a big part in our games, team events, singles. If you can control the length you want to play by putting the jack where you want it, it goes a long way to helping you win those matches. And I guess probably the biggest downfall, and I've been one of them over the years when I was playing it. You go out and practice, you just get 2 jacks and put them at either end and you don't roll them. So, yeah, definitely any bowlers out there starting, when you're going out for a roll-up at your club, definitely pays to practice rolling the jack. So if you're a lead in fours games, it's so important, especially when your skips want to play minimum or ditch to ditch, that you can sort of put the jack where they want it. So as we see Jacqui here, she's played a great first bowl. Looking to try and replicate that. She's on a good track. As you can see, the bowl turning back lovely. It's a great shot.
Very good start to this end, and she's applying the pressure with her first 2 bowls. Those are effectively her lead bowls. Can she skip herself through? Steve Burns saying it's only 4 degrees in Dunedin. Here, it's 17 already. Doesn't feel like that.
It really is the best time of year, Val, on the Gold Coast.
Yep.
I'm lucky to have lived here for 7 years now, I think, and it's my favourite time of year.
Yeah.
It's just the days are beautiful.
Yeah, I've been saying on the stream that I'm heading back to Melbourne over the weekend, and I was looking at the forecast. The difference between Saturday in Melbourne and on the Gold Coast, the Gold Coast is 9 degrees warmer.
Yeah, unreal.
Which is a lot. 22 to 13. But it is such a good time. The last couple of years, obviously the first AO that I worked was still stuck in Melbourne. But then 22 and 23, 24, the sun has just been so forgiving and so wonderful.
Yeah, just don't jinx us there, Val, all right? We've still got another week and a half to go.
So far.
But no, we've been very fortunate so far. I say to everyone, when the sun's shining, everyone's happy, everyone's enjoying themselves, so it's great to see.
I remember we came up for that, the delayed Oz Champs, the 2021 Oz Champs in 2022 in May, and the rain was just bucketing down. We had to get plastic bags for the cameras and really had to try and fight some fires there. So what have we got here? Lorraine just couldn't meet Jacqui's bowls.
Yeah, Jacqui just dropping short there. She'd be disappointed with that. Free hit to try and make that count. So it looks like it's going to definitely be a score of 2.
So we sit at 3 apiece after 4 ends here. Of course, 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's the time limit that we're playing to. Countdown clock is under your scoreboard as well. Even start so far. Not really any indication of who has any sort of momentum. Both have had some good ends. Both have had some looseners. It's great to see a wide variety of colours as well from all the different clubs. The Volunteers outfits look splendid, Howie.
Yeah, no, it's just great to see 4 greens. Obviously here at Broadbeach, but 14 clubs across the coast full of people bowling. It's just it's fantastic to see.
I've seen seen one of the club uniforms. Locke sitting next to us actually brought it up. He's doing a wonderful job, is Locke. But the Algester uniform, they've got Puma on board, and they look awesome. Those club colours.
Yeah, you're right. They've gone for a big change, and yeah, they used that uniform this year in Premier League in Queensland, and it did look fantastic. It's great to see. We're so lucky now in our country. We've got so many good manufacturers of good clothing, and there's just so many options. And obviously you can't go very far to find the options we've got in the Broadbeach 10 at the moment.
Oh,
Val.
yeah. Do you know how many things I've had my eye on in there? The long sleeve AO little thermal ones.
You're not even a bowler, so.
No.
Yeah, so if you're in the Broadbeach area, we do have the trade marquee set up in the front of the Broadbeach car park. So please come along, and you'll find all your Australian Open merchandise along with all the other manufacturers, Aero Bowls. So if you need a set of bowls or a new uniform to wear at your next tournament, please come down and check it out.
The Kelsey Cottrell collection as well.
Yeah, there's plenty of ranges there,
Yep.
and Kelsey's just branched out with her new range, working closely with Drake's Pride, so great to see. But as we said, there's plenty of options, even for the non-bowlers like yourself, mate.
100%.
So Jacqui's opted for that longer length again, going back this way. Her first bowl's perfect weight, just looking for a little bit more grass. I thought we might have seen another short end there. Jacqui played two great shots the end before, but she's elected to go back to her favourite length.
Coming back in this direction last time, it was actually Lorraine who set the length. So very interesting to see if it does come back to bite Jacqui.
Yeah, like it's obviously when you go into games of singles or any game really, you've got a game plan. What length suits you best as a player, and you start with that. And then if you find you need to tweak things, it's not going quite right, that's where you can obviously change the length up. So Jacqui holding one currently.
So had one lead change already. Jacqui looking to make it 2. First to 21. That's the game we're playing. Can't count down any clock. Well, you can, but you'd have to go mightily slow.
So chance here for Lorraine. She's played 2 good bowls. It's just whether she elects to still stay in that forehand. Yep, she does. So looking to draw the shot. Any touch of the jack would be to her benefit.
Of course, you're doing us a massive favour this morning, Andrew Howie. We had Jason Pinnock lined up to jump on with us, club support manager at Bowls Australia, but not feeling too well. So hope you're all going well, Jason, and fingers crossed it's a speedy recovery as this one comes in just running a little bit too far.
Yeah, so Jason will be back on deck on Friday, I believe, although he is playing in the 4s on Thursday.
Yes.
So he would be hoping he won't be commentating on Friday, meaning he got through his section. But no, it'd be good to get him on board and get involved with the media team. Yeah, I'm happy to fill in, mate. And
It's
get
great to have you here, mate. Get you out into a little bit of the sunshine.
That's exactly right.
Just drifting through there for Jacqui Millar.
Okay, so here's a bit of a chance for Lorraine. She's 1 down. She's got 3 seconds. She could elect to play weight and try and remove the bowl. Otherwise, she tries something similar to her last. Any trail of the jack, she would be 2 or 3 shots. So it's probably just a confident draw down on the forehand. Give herself a couple of chances.
That's what she's done. She might be a little bit underneath this. Just cuts across the head. But I think the positive for her will be that even though she did succumb in that end, she had the 3 seconds and she's constantly probing.
Yeah, that's right. The good grouping. But she'd be a little bit disappointed with that last bowl. But another one to Jacqui, and she extends her lead 4-3.
So another lead change. Second time that that's happened in this match. In a very interesting start. Of course, the Club Map and Bowls Australia webinars have been so successful so far. There was another one last night. Hopefully, a lot of clubs around the nation joined in, but Howie, it's so good the Club Map are providing these resources with Bowls Australia to give clubs all of the tools that they need to succeed and to grow around this nation, because bowls clubs are often the lifeblood of communities around the country, especially in country towns where, you know, there may not be as much as a big city. So, you know, bowls clubs are vital for the community here in Australia, and Club Map is helping to drive that.
Yeah, exactly right, Val. It's we've got so many clubs around Australia, but so many rural and country clubs that revolve around their volunteers and people running the club for free, so not getting paid. So any sort of support and opportunities we can showcase and present to them and show what's out there to help is great. So, yeah, but obviously we're trying to do great work in that space with Club Map, and obviously our CSMs on the road helping out clubs as well. So it really is a good product there, and get involved with your local CSM and invite them out to your club and get them to work with you.
Sensational, it really is. And you can go watch any of the previous webinars, including last night's, on the Bowls Australia Resources Hub. So head to bowls.com.au and you can find it on the main page there. Locke will also post a link. And got someone in America here. I'm waiting for the cricket to begin in the USA, or maybe he's watching from here. I think the Aussies might be playing this morning. They are playing Namibia at 10:30.
Yeah, right. I think either way we're through in the cricket, I believe, and looking at the standings a few days ago.
Might just be very, very funny if England missed out.
Well, I was about to say our old enemy, England, might be struggling. I think it's top 2 progressed through the sections.
Yeah,
anyway.
at the moment, it's Scotland and Australia that look like they're going to be the ones that go through.
But anyway, who cares about the cricket, Val? The Australian Open's on, mate. That's the most important thing in world sport at the moment. So, as we see Jacqui here, holding a couple of, it might be 2, but plenty of room for Lorraine. She's played good weight with both her opening bowls here. Just needs to correct the line.
Yeah, very close for 2, but those 2 sitting to the right of your screen, those dark green Henselites, they might be...
Just will it turn? She's got a tighter bowl in the alphas and just hasn't come back. Her weight's perfect again. So it is 1 to Jacqui.
The one thing that we're seeing is in this match they are trusting, they're taking their grass. We haven't seen that a lot in the early days of this tournament, where just misjudging that line and it really cuts across their head hard, especially in that afternoon session.
Yeah. So it's... Both players are still trying to find the line, and I guess when you start a match, is trying to find what the better side may be. You might start on one side of the green and identify maybe the other side's a little bit kinder, so still 1 to Jacqui. Lorraine, same weight, just got to correct her line, and she'll draw the shot here.
Got Evelyn. Someone twisted my arm. I bought new bowls, grippo, and some shorts. Now my pockets are empty. Great that you've sampled everything that there is to sample in that Broadbeach tent. What has Lorraine Frankland done? Just drifted through. So weight has generally been pretty good. And if the weight has been off, her line has been good. So you feel as though there's just a lot to build on here for Lorraine Frankland. But that's going to be 1 to Jacqui Millar. Could be more.
Speaking about the tent again, Val, have you seen the new Aero Bowls, the new grips and the new logos?
So sitting at the Bowl Show studio, we have the new sets of Aero Bowls in front of us. And there's one, the blue and sort of fluoro pink with the new grip. Jeez, I'd love to get my hands on a set of those.
They do. They look fantastic. And the logos now, I'm a Sydney Roosters fan. I can see the Sydney Roosters logo in there on the 10 on one of the bowls. So once again, Aero Bowls producing the goods for the Australian Open with some new grips and new enhanced logos, which is fantastic to see.
Aero, absolutely sensational, doing wonderful work. And of course, they are the largest manufacturer of the most accurate bowls ever made. More models, sizes, grips, and over 65 colours, innovating the game for tomorrow.
So Jacqui's hit the front, 5-3. Just looks to be under the line here. So a chance for Lorraine to try and put in a good bowl here, put a bit of pressure on Jacqui. Lorraine seems to be favouring her forehand around the clock at the moment.
Great to have everyone's company from wherever you're watching around the world. People in bed in the UK, in Canada, be evening there. Or if you're just enjoying a cup of coffee this morning at home in Australia or at the Bowls Club.
Yeah, it really is, Val. Although we've got the live streaming, for those in the area, if you want to see all the action, definitely get down to one of our 14 host clubs. We're here at Broadbeach Bowls Club, magnificent venue. We've got 4 greens of action, a brand new deck to sit out on and have a coffee and
This deck is unreal.
And watch the games. It's fantastic. The club have done a fantastic job. So club manager Simon Neal took over about 6 months ago, I believe, and he's been fantastic for Broadbeach Bowls Club, along with Chairman Wayne Adams and the new board. They're doing fantastic things, and it's really great to see the renovations they've done at the club to take them to the next level.
Jay Globitz as well.
Yes, I should mention Jay. He's recently taken over as the bowls coordinator, stepping in to the big shoes filled vacant by Ryan Bester moving clubs. But Jay's got an extensive background in bowls and working for bowls clubs, and he's really done a fantastic job so far. Sure
has, and of course, big bad Barry Lester. He's doing a couple of things around here. The brainchild of the rematch.
Yeah, Baz has stepped into sort of a marketing and promotion role for the club, and he's doing fantastic things.
Speaking of fantastic things...
brilliant shot, Jacqui.
That's 2. And of course, the first real touch of the jack that we've had, that's the second. Jacqui Millar.
Starting to get into a bit of a groove here, and for someone that's been only playing 3 years, she's doing great. She's got a great little delivery on her, gets the bowl away fantastic. So Lorraine, what can she do here?
Not a mile away.
He's not far away. Will it get down?
So you can see the tighter line of those bowls.
What a great effort. Yeah, they just stood off where Jacqui's bowls are, coming back to the jack a little bit harder. So looking to try and draw the shot again. If she happens to sneak past the jack, would be real good here, just to cover any trail that Lorraine may be able to do. So she's on a wide line.
She wanted to get back, but I don't think it's coming. It's doing its best.
Yeah, great speed.
It may have counted for 3. It did. Our marker Wendy put up 3 blue paddles. All of a sudden, a massive question asked of Lorraine Frankland, because she's on the verge of being down 8-3.
She's close here, Val. Look at this.
Much closer.
Will it run the journey?
It is so close. It's going.
Oh, what an effort.
Might have cut it down to 1.
What a great try.
Still 2. And that just shows how well Jacqui Millar bowled in that end. 7-3 is the score as we head into the 8th end. But 4 ends on the bounce now for Jacqui Millar. She's the one that's wrestled that momentum very quickly in this match.
Yeah, she settled into a nice little rhythm there and just sort of starting to group her bowls well. She's sort of sticking to her favourite length here, just a little bit of a longer length. As we see some of Jacqui's club mates tuning in from Rich River to cheer her on.
Got someone they can see us in the 45 here, and someone's asking if the Harley Davidson parked behind us is yours, Howie?
Yeah, I honestly can't say it is. Yeah, no,
the skulls don't strike me as Andrew Howie.
Yeah, no, not quite, but it is a lovely bike. Yeah, so no, Michael.
He's the owner has ridden it all the way up from St Kilda in Melbourne. Apparently.
Yeah, wow.
And he's just left it here. Don't think that's been moved since we got here on Friday night. Karen Sparks, good luck, Jacqui, from your fellow bowlers at Rich River Moama. Clubmates supporting her on. And this is the beauty, you can go back to your club and you almost come back like a hero.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I had a quick chat to Jacqui before she went on stream, and she was pretty nervous about the whole thing. And I just said, "Oh, what a great experience! Once you start your match, the cameras don't even feel like they're there, and all your friends and your family and also your clubmates can tune in and watch you. And that, who knows, that inspires other clubmates and your friends to come up next year and compete in the Australian Open. So just showcasing it is the event for everyone, and as you guys do, you do a great job with your streaming, and it's really, we don't pick and choose the matches. It's really whoever lands on this rink that we find is most compatible for our setup will be streamed. So it's really great to see that we get a mix of elite and new bowlers and grassroots players that then can find their way on the BA stream.
And that's over 40 streamed matches every tournament that we get. And then as we get to the pointy end next week, you're going to see some of the best in the world featuring on some of the live streams. That semi-final day at Helensvale on the Wednesday, there's something special for all the players who get to that day.
Yeah, no, it is a big day on the AO calendar outside of obviously the last 2 days, the broadcast finals. But yeah, no, that really is the business end. If you can make it to that Wednesday, the 19th at Helensvale, you're in the pointy end of the competition and you're rubbing shoulders with the game's elite. So as we say, great shot there by Jacqui.
Just had a question come through about those aero grips. If you're around Gold Coast, head in and grab some from the tent. They should have them there. If not, pick your colour online from aerobowls.com.
Yeah, so Darren, your best option, mate, will be to contact Aero Bowls in terms of the new grip. Mate, potentially
they might not be at all shops yet.
Yeah, they've only just been sort of launched at the Australian Open, so there are a number of sets. But yeah, as Val said, they probably haven't made their way out to all the local shops just yet. And obviously, depending on what size you use and what sort of colour you were looking for, perhaps that's why they didn't have them in stock. But yeah, get in touch with Aero Bowls. I'm sure they'll be able to help you out.
Because especially if you want to get a bespoke set, it's a little bit more time consuming. Jacqui Millar continues to hold sway. Can Lorraine Frankland do something about it? Her effort with her fourth in the last end was splendid, but can she do it again?
Ooh, she's electing to play weight here, trying to remove the shot bowl.
She does. She could make a collect. She's tight. So it'll be one more to the Rich River product, and she leads at 8-3. So we head into the ninth end of this match. She's won 5 ends in a row now. After trailing 3-1 after 3, she's forged ahead, Jacqui Millar. Locks just popped up something there on the screen. You don't need to look at who's on it if you're sick of my voice already, but the man next to me might be featuring on tonight's show. 10:30 p.m. on 11:16 SEN. Of course, if you're not in Melbourne, you can listen to the station on the app. So download it, and we'll endeavour to chat to you. I think we've chatted to the most powerful household in Australian bowls.
Yeah, I'm not sure the viewers are going to jump on to listen to me, Val, but yeah, I believe you've got Kelsey as well on the show, so maybe they'll jump on and have a listen to what she's got to say about the Australian Open. But no, you do a fantastic job in that space, mate, and although it's the 10:30 time slot, who knows, in a few years' time you might be on the drive home time slot on SEN.
Maybe. An hour long for bowls.
So I just had a question come through in terms of, are we using YouTube throughout the whole competition? So as the boys have said, over the last couple of days, we had some issues with Facebook on day one. We are streaming. All streamed matches are through YouTube currently and will be for the duration of the event. Obviously, if anything changes in terms of the Facebook coverage, we will notify you through the stream and an announcement through our social media. But on the last 2 days, Thursday the 20th and Friday the 21st, we will have live stream matches, but also live broadcast matches of the Australian Open finals. So they'll be on Foxtel and KO, but also SBS Viceland.
Yes.
So if you don't have Foxtel and KO, don't be worried. You can jump on SBS Viceland and watch all the matches, as well as YouTube.
Always wanted to be on SBS. It's a great station, actually. They provide a lot of good sports broadcasts, and the Tour de France is one of those, which starts very, very soon.
Yeah, I can't say I watched the Tour de France, Val. I It's a little bit too long for me and a bit too repetitive.
Fair enough. Now, the mountain stages are absolutely amazing. I love seeing the scenery of France as well. It's so much battling to do over 21 stages where they put their bodies through absolute hell.
It is amazing. It's a credit to those athletes that can do that. But
you know what? 14 days of bowls, definitely not easy on the legs.
Yeah. Well,
probably not. I can't really compare it to to cycling through the Alps, but
mate, you're not a bowler, so until you've played, mate,
yeah, that's true. Who knows?
Yeah, well, you look at like Aaron Sheriff last year in the Australian Open. He made the final of all 3 events.
Guarantee he's doing more steps than those cyclists.
So he was playing a lot. But yeah, no, as you said, the Tour de France, that is not for the faint-hearted. It's one of the hardest things going around. So Jacqui delivering another nice bowl there. She's really starting to find her weight quite nicely. It's just a matter of hitting that line. So Lorraine just needs to correct her weight. I think this is a good decision here by Lorraine, playing the backhand back this way. Last end she played a couple of really good shots. Found the line nice.
Tell you what, she's
close to the jack.
Just going to miss high.
So just running through again.
But good home.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's past the jack, so it's in the game. But when the green's running like this and the head's not as compacted, it's quite hard to trail those bare jacks. So
because there's not much of a target.
That's exactly right. It's still achievable, but a lot tougher. So Jacqui's really close here again. Just needs it to hold. Yeah, what a great shot. No target left. She's done well.
She's really found her range here, Jacqui Millar. She might be going back to Rich River, an absolute hero. Spoke to Michael Hollywood Sorensen about why he got the nickname Hollywood, because Channel 7 came for an interview at his club and he was the youngest one there and just became Hollywood after that. Well, maybe Jacqui Millar might have that nickname.
I think there's only one Hollywood.
I think so.
I think Michael Sorensen's got that covered. But okay, great effort by Lorraine. Still just running through a bit. So Jacqui's just got to be careful here. She'll be looking to try and count. She's actually elected to swap to the forehand, which is not a bad option. She can promote her bowls or just slip past and count. She's on a nice, safe line.
She may not have scored with that shot, but at least if that jack does get moved backwards, she's in the game.
Yeah, good security there. Just in case Lorraine does find her way to that jack, she could have made 4 shots. So, no, smart play.
Sat the bowl, ended up right in the middle of them. So now just a dead draw required for Lorraine Frankland. And I tell you what, she's not on a bad line here, Andrew Howie.
Needs to get to the shot bowls. She's not quite going to get there. Maybe second. Sorry, mate, to cut you off.
No, that's all right. That was what I was about to say. Has it cut it down? So one taken out. So she will get a 6th end in a row. But is she into double figures? That's the question. Measure. Very interesting. I have a feeling she might have cut this down. Lorraine. She did. Another great defensive bowl, limits it to just 1. 9-3 is the score. Out of the 9 ends we've played, only 3 of them have been multiples. So just sort of working our way up in ones, but that big multiple, when it does come, is going to be vital for whoever gets it, because say Lorraine nets a 3 or 4 on this next end, could make it 9-7 or 9-6. But if it goes to Jacqui Millar, she can blow the match right open, and she's the one that's been probing over the last few innings. She's won 6 in a row from 3-1 down. She's taken 8 shots without response.
Yeah, she's just been grouping her first 2 bowls just a little bit more consistently than Lorraine at this stage, and Lorraine's been forced most ends to try and play a really good shot on her last bowl to reduce the margin or even get the shot. So she'll be looking to try and improve on her first bowl here. As Jacqui's on a great line again. As you can see, it coming back beautifully to the centre line, just running through.
Lorraine Frankland, she's got room here to really take this end by the scruff of the neck. Jacqui's first has been the better one. It's on a pretty... she's tossed it out wide, but it might just stop in time. Jacqui Millar now looking to make a correction of a couple of metres, a couple of feet, and probably overcorrected. Still got the line pretty well.
Yeah, just fell into that little trap of trying to just drop about 1.5 metres of weight and just a little bit too much. It's so chance here for Lorraine, build a little bit of pressure.
She's on a tighter line this time.
Yeah, line's perfect here. Has she got the weight?
Want to be enough for a couple.
Yeah, not bad. She'd be happy with that. It's not far away. A couple of feet short.
And I just said that, getting a multiple could bring her back into the equation. Be very interesting to see what she can conjure up here. 9-3, she needs something to go her way. But Jacqui Millar, she's not far.
She needs the jack. Just fading under.
Doesn't need to do much else.
Looks like Lorraine will still be holding one.
She's on a bit more of a tighter line this time, so it's going to come underneath. Has it blocked off that line from the previous shot for Jacqui Millar, or can she trust that her bowls are going to come around? That's what she's going to try and do.
Yeah, the way that hand's turning, it's definitely not in the road. She's on a great track again. Has she got the weight?
Jacqui Millar wants it to run. Just goes past that front bowl of Lorraine. So, barring a catastrophe here, Lorraine Frankland, she's going to be back on the board.
These are the ones in singles that you need to try and make count, Val.
The free kicks?
Yeah, the free kicks we call them, the free hits. She's got a bit over, well, probably about 1 metre to count here. She doesn't want the jack. Ooh, just sliding under. It'll be 1 to Lorraine.
So 9-4 is the score. But more importantly, she ends that run of 6 in a row for Jacqui Millar. And now she can try and harness that, change the length, do something.
So the players are still actually looking to see who's got shot here. Pretty confident is the green. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see the length Lorraine plays here. She has tried one really short one in this match so far, and Jacqui played 2 screamers to score on those ends. So interesting to see what the plan is here.
I feel like the short lengths definitely favour Jacqui. So let's see where this jack ends up.
Yeah, if I was Lorraine, I probably would have elected to go long as possible then. Like, just noticed her first couple of bowls are sort of been through the head, so perhaps that gives her a good opportunity to try and draw a real close one. But she's elected for this medium length. Matt's up.
Well, we saw in the match yesterday in session 2 between Carol Protopappas and Karen Morgan up against Sally Smith and Donna Hamilton. Now, Carol and Karen were controlling the short lengths. Donna and Sally changed it to a long length, and it stunted everybody's rhythm a little bit, but Sally and Donna were able to just keep edging back in singles before Karen and Carol ended up going back to short, and they went bang, 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 3-4-3, and the match was over.
Yeah, wow.
So, it might just work.
Yeah, a lot of the time on those, when you change a length, it's the first team that really finds it, especially when you haven't played that length throughout the game. Find it early and yeah, you sort of can gain that momentum. So another good opening shot there by Jacqui. As we see the good switching work there with the camera by Locke. Does a great job for Bowls Australia.
Oh, he's unbelievable.
So Lorraine needs to correct probably about a yard of weight here.
The way Locke works all this and puts it all together is absolutely amazing. I'll lose him for the next couple of days, so hopefully I can be half as good as Locke.
Yeah, pressure's on, mate.
I know.
Got a lot to live up to there as we see Lorraine trailing the jack. Should be happy with that.
Yeah, I think he loves his movies, Locke, and if we could give an Oscar for Best Rinkside Live Producer, I think he'd get one.
Yeah, he does good, but it's just amazing how far the coverage has come with our sport. Many states and even districts up here on the Gold Coast now doing wonderful things with the live streaming. It's just amazing. Sort of probably 10 years ago, you wouldn't have seen any of these matches, and now you can tune in from all around the world and watch, matches throughout the country.
Yep.
So it's great to see.
Aiden Davis walking around, following with a gimbal.
Yeah, that's where it started. Yeah, handheld iPhone to now full sort of production setup with the cameras. It's it's fantastic. It's just a great way to showcase the sport of bowls and getting all these excellent matches out to our audience. So Lorraine's played this well. She needs to get down to the bowl. Unlucky. Other side of the bowl, Val. She would have been lane 3.
That was a very good effort. She's had a couple of opportunities, which is the promising thing, that the chances have been there for her to make a 3 or a 4 because she's had bowls around.
Yeah, what I've found with Lorraine, when she gets her first one there, she's grouped. The next one's pretty similar. So that's probably the key to her game here. She can get her first one close. You know she's potentially going to do something similar to what she's done this end. So
Bit of muscle memory.
That's exactly right. So still a chance here. Draw the shot. She's just got to be mindful of this jack now, so it doesn't want to cross the centre line.
Lorraine Frankland. Can she apply some pressure here? Not a world away.
It's very close. Just needs a turn. What a great effort.
Look at that grouping that she's got. Not sure who I'm favouring one to. I haven't seen a marker go up.
Oh, it's definitely shot to Lorraine.
Yep.
Jacqui's just got to be careful here. She's just got to play a draw. Doesn't want to play any weight to this head.
She's tossed it out.
Well,
needs it to work back.
She's got the weight. She's close. I just don't think she's got the running.
So 9-5. This match just sitting on an edge here.
Goes up and around.
Let's see where Lorraine Frankland puts this. Jason Pinnock, he's watching on. Hopefully see you Friday. Yes, we hope so. Hopefully you're feeling all better, mate. And good luck tomorrow when you fours. I bet you hope you don't see us on Friday because that means you get through.
shorter end here. Lorraine's brought the mat up. Great to see the different tactics she's trying to employ here to try and get her way back into this match.
I'll tell you what, I think she started to work out her line here.
Yeah,
it's getting better.
Great opening bowl there. Weight's perfect.
Now, the response is on the onus of Jacqui Millar. What can she do? Her first bowls have generally been pretty good. But Lorraine Frankland has just lifted ever so slightly, and there's a chance.
As we can see, the breeze getting up a little bit now, so it'd be interesting to see how this affects the bowls. So there's a little bit of a headwind here with Jacqui dropping short there.
Jason, unfortunately, out of the fours. We hope you're feeling okay, mate.
Bugger, he must be sick. He's pulled out of playing in the Australian Open, so no, hope you get well soon, mate, and hopefully we'll see you Friday.
If not, rest those vocal cords, Howie. Nick Hind will be on with us as well, I believe, on Friday.
Interesting thing here I've noticed, Jacqui's swapped to the backhand coming this way. She's played the forehand most ends and was finding the weight and line pretty good. She's just sort of struggled with the opening two bowls.
This is where Lorraine Frankland can maybe make her comeback. We've been scoring in ones and twos, just the 3 twos from the 11 ends so far, 8 ones. This match is really engrossing a lot of people. It's close and they're just feeling each other out. That one's just going to power on a little bit too much. And I reckon it's gone into the ditch. It has. So chance for Jacqui Millar to try and regain this ascendancy. She sent this out with
pretty... to sit the bowl. She's a bit quick. Oh, and she has. Falls back in at shot.
It was pretty much exactly what she did with her last. She just had that little bit of a different line. Sat the bowl away. Ricocheted in.
Still a chance here for Lorraine. She can elect to play something similar to her last on the forehand. Try and remove Jacqui's bowl. She could lie 2 or 3. Mindful of this front bowl. Doesn't want to hit it up.
Just gone through. So Jacqui Millar now with a free kick to add in a second.
These are the crucial ones as we talk about. Great track again. Has she got the weight? Not quite.
No. So again, go up in ones. We've had 5 ones in a row, Andrew Howie, but importantly in this mental game, Jacqui gets to 10 first. Very impressive fight back there. She was down a couple. And of course, Howie, what all clubs must have, a rookie rollers kit. Now is your best time to get one because we've got 25% off kits and a free wedge which with each kit purchase. Now, Hollywood did the maths and said that comes down to about $419.50. That's an unbelievable deal for everything you get there.
Fantastic. They are a great product. When I used to be an RBM, who are now called CSMs, we used to use these kits a lot. And the beauty about them, Val, you don't need a bowls green to teach people how to play bowls with these kits. They can be on any flat surface. and they are great, especially for clubs that are very active in barefoot bowls. A great option for when families are coming down and you're worried about the kids being able to hold and deliver the bigger bowls properly. You can roll out these soft foam bowls who roll fantastically, and you don't have to be worried about any damage to your green. So a perfect way to introduce families to your club.
Certainly is. Have Ava and Sienna got a set of rookie rollers?
I think I've got one at home, one rogue bowl, Val. That
one rogue bowl.
When I used to do the job, that somehow found its way into our toys in our house. But no, I can't say they've taken an interest to bowls as yet. It's obviously it's going to be up to them, mate. See what they want to do when they get older, and as long as they're trying and playing a sport, then whatever they choose, I'd be happy with.
Nice. It's the question about why we're splitting sort of the playing of singles and pairs. Do you mean, is that just at the tournament, or is that just in general with the streaming, Barbara? Just clarify that for us. But again, after winning the last end, Jacqui Millar's first bowl, Andrew Howie, was right on the money once more. But Lorraine Frankland says, anything you can do, I can do better. I'm up for this fight.
Yeah, great reply. Yeah, I think what Barbara's alluding to there is, so with the men's single, well, obviously with the men's events we started with the singles, but with the women's we started with the pairs. And the reason we do that is just to try and help out the host venues and the volunteers. So we have 3 days of men's singles. On the third day we added the women's singles at the same time. There's a lot more markers they need to find, but also then there's another day on the Tuesday to find markers. So we're talking 4 days in a row. So it just gives a day off for the volunteers, which is really crucial over a 14-day period this event runs. We need to look after one of our biggest assets in this competition is our clubs and our volunteers. So we want to give them a break, and so that hence the reason we split that up.
Lifeblood of the sport, they are. Hopefully that clarifies your question, Barbara, and we've got the mind behind the Australian Open right in front, or right on our call. Andrew Howie does a wonderful job of running this event. So free kick now for Lorraine Frankland to possibly get within 3 shots here. If she can nail this, it'll be a 10-7 lead to Jacqui Millar. She's on a tighter line, needs to clear that front, and won't clear that front. So just a 1.
Yeah, while we're on the volunteers, Val, it's just amazing the efforts they go to ensure this event's a success. So we're verging on 1,000 volunteers we use for this event now.
1,000.
So I placed the shirt orders for the volunteers, and it was just shy of 1,000 this year. So
wow,
it really is incredible. And like any sport, without volunteers, sport isn't a success, so it just enables us to continue to deliver this great event, and ensures the players can come up, have a good time. They've got markers, they've got umpires covered for. It's really great to see. So a big shout out to all our volunteers and the 14 host clubs.
Yep, I think we did clarify that for Barbara. We pretty much just stream whatever's at Broadbeach. Do a couple of days at Helensvale as well. I think Sunday we'll be out there, and then next Wednesday, of course. Bit breezy this morning. Wind sort of coming in the opposite direction that the bowls are now. Jacqui Millar looking to try and regain the momentum. She won 6 ends in a row from ends 4 to 9 and has lost 3 of the last 4. But we've been working up in singles for the last 6 ends. No multiple since end 7. This is end 14. Been going an hour and 6 minutes, almost at the halfway point of this match in terms of time.
Yeah, it's a great shot, Lorraine. Well played. Yeah, you're right, Val. There's plenty left in this match. It's really anybody's game still. It's, as we see, a great shot by Lorraine, trailing the jack. It's going to force Jacqui to play her backhand now. She really just has to try and get a close bowl here. Don't be too tempted in chasing the shot now. A nice close bowl, give her something to work with. Try and build the head a little bit.
This might just cut underneath. So now all Lorraine has to do is apply the pressure and put in another.
Yeah, any little tuck on the jack would be sensational here, Val. Really try and hide that away and make it near impossible for Jacqui to get the shot. Very close again.
This is exceptional.
That's what I'm saying. When she gets her first bowl thereabouts, she's replicated more times than not. So she'd be a little bit disappointed where it's finished. However, it's given Jacqui a chance to arrive now. If she's a couple of bowls higher the jack, she can work off that last bowl and trail the jack. It's just a matter of giving yourself a chance. She's very close here. Just needs to get down. Oh, what a great effort.
It was.
Weight was perfect.
But it's still 3. But that target is enticing, that's for sure.
So just a question about the juniors being streamed. So the junior matches haven't commenced yet. They don't commence to the second week. But the junior finals of the boys and girls singles will be streamed.
They will be, that's for sure.
Okay, Val, big chance here. I think it's time for Jacqui to play a bit of weight, down on the backhand, trail the jack into the ditch. She can remove a couple of the shot bowls. Okay, has she got the weight for it to hold?
I don't think that she does, Andrew Howie. And all of a sudden, there is that first big collect of more than a 2. And it goes the way of Lorraine Frankland. She was down 9-3. She's plugged it back to 10-9. She's won 4 of the last 5 ends after suffering a loss of 6 in a row. But this is something special from the McKenzie Park product. Wow. Where does she put this? Just stays on. Went to the precipice of the ditch. Didn't go in. Very similar length to last time. So has she found her groove here? We are none the wiser as to who is going to win this match. And it seems as though it's been a pattern. The player that gets out to the early lead here on Rinkside Live does get challenged. It's happened the last few matches. First bowl must be good. Had 2 lead changes already in this match. None since end 5. We're playing end 15 now. And the wind is really pushing these bowls. It's coming in the direction that the bowls are going now. So, bit of an easterly. So 1 for now for Jacqui Millar. How important could that 3 been? Could that 3 have been? That'd be 1. Lorraine Frankland. Currently holding a tie. So we get closer to that hour to go mark. And we are none the wiser. Neither player is halfway to the total required yet. And we are more than halfway through this match. That one goes into the ditch. So Lorraine Frankland with all of the momentum at the moment. Down 9-3. She's got it back to 10-9. She's won 4 of the last 5 ends, including a big 3 on end at number 14. The problem here for Jacqui, Andrew Howie, is that she's got 3 on the rink. Jacqui doesn't have 1, and now she's just trailed the Jack to perfection. I reckon she'd be holding 3.
Yeah, she's just gone off a little bit here, Jacqui. The conditions have changed. The wind's picked up, but you find this is probably about the time of day where the green starts to quicken up a little bit. So she's got to just try and pick a hand and start grouping her bowls a little bit better.
She's close, needs the Jack. And, oh, it stayed up. Somehow, some way. So now, Lorraine Frankland with an opportunity to hold a full count. Wouldn't this be something? Lorraine Frankland. If the weight's good, doesn't want to move the Jack. Does not want to move the Jack. No, that's okay. That's just
what a great
a
shot.
back hopper.
What a great bowl by Lorraine. It's going to make it very difficult for Jacqui. The key here is to not be too concerned about getting the shot now. It's just about trying to reduce the count. Play a good second would be wonderful here, and it's out on a good track.
Needs it to get down. It's moving pretty quickly, and this is turning into a calamity for Jacqui Millar. I reckon this is a 4. That is a controlling end from Lorraine Frankland. Down 9-3. We'll get the confirmation, but I suspect this is going to be a 13-9 lead for her. Two taken out, 3 taken out. It has to be 4. Maybe that wing bowl for Jacqui Millar. We are going to get a measure. Either way, she is going to be back in front, Lorraine Frankland, for the first time since the conclusion of end number 3. This is the conclusion of end 15. And Andrew Howie, full count.
Wow, okay. Game's totally changed now. These lengths, Lorraine's been playing with the mat up on the front of the line and rolling the Jack sort of somewhere near the tee. Has sort of got her back in the game, and now she's got the upper hand.
You alluded to it. Go long.
I did, because she played a shorter length earlier, and Jacqui played a really good length on it and did well. So, but as I said, the conditions have changed. I reckon the greens would definitely be quicker now than when they first started. So it's I think Lorraine's just found it better, and Jacqui's now got to sort of concentrate, just think about her line and length, and just start grouping her bowls a little bit better.
And this was the advantage for Lorraine, the fact that in those 6 ends in a row that she lost, she only conceded 2 twos. The rest were ones. And the fact that she was ahead 3-1 when that run started, she didn't have too much to get back. And all of a sudden, you know, we hadn't seen a big score of a 3 or a 4. Well, we've seen a 3 and a 4 in the last 2 ends, and she's gone from 10-6 down after 13 to 13-10 up after 15.
Yeah, yep. Just one of those things in singles, you can't afford to, I guess, have a spell of ends where you're sort of just struggling and let your opponent back in. You've got to concentrate and really be on your game throughout the whole match. And Jacqui just dropping short there. So Lorraine, her weight was perfect, just needs to correct her line.
And it was Jacqui's first bowls originally.
Yes.
And those have somewhat gone out the window. And Lorraine's first bowls have been the ones that have been holding sway. When they sort of get to their final 2, Jacqui Millar needs to do something here. She can't afford to drop short again. Because this could be taken away very quickly the way that Lorraine Frankland has got herself back into this. This is close.
Yeah, good bowl there by Jacqui, just sliding through his second shot.
I think it's been given the all clear as to the shot. Wendy put up the blue paddle.
Yeah, wow, that's deceiving, Val.
Very much so.
Where we're sitting.
That wing bowl kind of looks like it's the one. 13-10 from 9-3 down. Impressive stuff from Lorraine Frankland, who pushes that a little bit too far.
So chance here for Jacqui. She just needs to correct a couple of feet on her last delivery.
Needs a 2 here if she can get it. She's only scored 2 multiples. Hasn't netted anything more than a 2. And 14 and 15 could be the catalysts here as we put the asterisk.
She only needs to turn. Her weight's perfect. That is definitely the shot.
So she's holding 2, 1 to come for Lorraine. If Lorraine misses, it's a free kick to tie things up again. Not the momentum change that Lorraine Frankland wants.
She's very close here, Val. What a great shot. Okay.
What do we do here if you're Jacqui Millar, Andrew Howie?
She's got to obviously play what she's confident in, but there is a chance to try and remove the shot bowl for 2. She's electing to stay on the draw. Problem is, Val, when the green's running like this, she's got probably under a foot to draw the shot. It's quite difficult.
Line was okay, weight was not. And it is one more to Lorraine Frankland, who pulls ahead by 4. What a turnaround this has been. An 11-shot turnaround, in fact, from 3-9 down to lead 14-10. Singles play never ceases to amaze.
Yeah, it's a difficult game, singles, and when these little run of shots happens against you, it can be very lonely, mate. There's no one to talk to. You don't have teammates to try and talk to and work out a plan of attack. It's all yourself. So you've just got to try and take the time to relax and sort of think through the match and what might work for you and what you maybe need to try to get yourself back in the game.
So, continuing with these longer lengths. And I think we said that in those 6 ends she lost in a row, Lorraine Frankland was always thereabouts. She managed to find something with her last to cut out a big number. It was always, the worst she was third.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so Lorraine's just dropped in the ditch there.
Now a chance for Jacqui Millar to really pounce.
Yeah, this is crucial, this first bowl here. If she can deliver a nice opener, try and just transfer a little bit of pressure back onto Lorraine.
The worry is she doesn't want to drop it too short. And I feel as though when she's wanted to correct, she's dropped something a little bit too short. This looks okay.
Yeah, it's a good opening bowl.
That's a very good opening bowl. The line was exquisite. There may just be another twist and turn in this tail yet.
Okay. Lorraine has missed her line there. As you can see, just the momentum can change so quickly, Val. So Jacqui's opening bowl is she delivered a great shot. Lorraine's decided to swap to the backhand where she's been playing the forehand a lot this way, and missed her line.
And the problem for Lorraine now is that she's only got 2 bowls to do something about this. This one needs to hold up. Odds up okay. So her line for both of these 2 bowls has been sensational. If she can just correct the weight, she'll be right on the money. Massive bowl for Lorraine Frankland, who has been doing it time and time again.
Out on a better line, but will it come back?
They haven't been turning back these bowls. Might be second. This one is a bit short. So 1 and a measure called by our marker, Wendy. International technical official. Massive bowl for Lorraine Frankland, who I tell you what is not a mile away. Got the jack.
What a great shot.
She's on fire.
Pressure bowl, that one.
2 ends in a row. She's been asked the $500,000 question and answered it to perfection.
Rightio. Jacqui on the forehand. Nothing for short here. She can take the bowl out, trail the jack into the ditch.
Jacqui Millar.
Just not going to get down in time.
It's 15-10 the score in favour of Lorraine Frankland. 2 sensational bowls. Have a look at the replay. We had a good view of it where we were sitting, Andrew Howie, and the arc of that bias was coming back beautifully.
Yeah, sensational shot. She was in a bit of trouble that end, and she's played a wonderful bowl to get her out of that. So she'd be very pleased, but she doesn't want to do that too many times, Val, because you'll let Jacqui back in this match.
Not as long, though. Can Jacqui Millar make use of this? The Jack's been going a lot closer to the tee, but has it scared her, the fact that she's put her first in the ditch in the last end?
Yeah, not sure, mate. She's, yeah. But I will say, since Lorraine has gone to the shorter length, she has dominated the match. Yep. So she won't be disappointed where the Jacqui is. It's just a matter of trying to find the range. Decent opener, just sliding through about a yard.
Let's see if Jacqui Millar can hop back onto this. She won 6 in a row from ends 4 to 9 and has lost 5 in a row from end 13 to 17. And I tell you what, that's better.
Yeah, she'd be happy with that. Good opening bowl.
And this is the concern now, a bit of a shorter length, and Lorraine Frankland might just give up the ability to dictate where the Jack goes. Still 3 bowls to try and negate this. That wind is coming in strong, going against these bowls, trying to push it back.
Oh, she's done well here. Yeah, what a great shot.
Magic from the McKenzie Park product. One of the beautiful host clubs here on the Gold Coast. Get something different at every club you go to. Real heart and soul people at each of these clubs. From Tugun to Paradise Point, is it?
Coolangatta's the further south, right on the border there, yeah.
Yep.
Right up through to Ben Lee is our most northernest club. And everything in between. So, yeah, no, they all do a fantastic job. And we'll no doubt all be busy this morning, rolling out all their matches. It's a credit to every club that's involved in this competition. They are the backbone of the event, and yeah, we much appreciate their efforts they go to ensure the competition is a success.
This is a good grouping here from Lorraine. It's a sea of green instead of turquoise. So we get a little bit of an errant jack from the rink next door. I tell you, Howie, I didn't see this coming. From 9-3 in front for Jacqui Millar. She's lost 7 of the last 8 ends.
Yeah, as you said earlier, it's a funny game, singles. It swings in roundabouts, and sometimes you just get on those little runs where a player can just gain all the momentum and run with it. And obviously, we're only playing to 21 shots up, so it can be a short game. But yeah, the difference is just Lorraine just hit her straps with her opening couple of bowls and really started to group her shots well. Like, Jacqui hasn't played bad. It's just that Lorraine has taken her game to the next level over the last sort of 10 ends.
Tries to sit that one away. So 1 at the moment. 15-10. Jacqui Millar trying to make it 15-11 or maybe more if she can sit this bowl away possibly and stay. Who knows?
Yeah, it's going to be a fine line here on the forehand. If she's trying to draw around that bowl, she needs a clear run. She's not far away.
Weight's not good enough.
Yeah, just doesn't have the weight. Perfect track.
So another one, and slowly getting away from Jacqui Millar here. That is 6 ends in a row and 8 of the last 9 that have gone the way to Lorraine Frankland from McKenzie Park right here on the Gold Coast. Was looking prosperous for the Rich River product. At 9-3 ahead after 10 ends, or 9 ends in fact. Fast forward another 9. This has been a staggering turnaround, and we've gone back to the longer length.
Interesting. She played this length a couple of ends ago going this way and struggled, but did manage to produce a great shot with her last to gain momentum back in that end. But it's going to be tricky, Val, throughout the day if this wind continues, especially the way the greens are running. We'll, of course, be playing this direction all day.
Going into the ditch, it's exactly what she did in this direction the last time, and she was forced to come up with something special for her last. Doesn't want to have that happen again. She wins one more end here. She's into that checkout zone where she can be within an end of victory.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So Jacqui be looking for another good opener. She's close to the jack.
Got it.
Wow.
And
trailed the jack into the ditch.
Both bowls have gone. Well, both the bowl. Oh, no, the bowls stayed up just. You can see it there, just in the corner of your screen.
So just a question coming through on do the greens get rolled between games? So it can vary. Obviously, we're playing 3 rounds throughout the day, and there's pretty quick turnaround between those matches. But if the greenkeepers feel the greens do need a bit of a roll, they will roll them. But as you can see, the greens are running terrific, so they really would only be rolling them just to sort of flatten out any scuff marks or anything like that. So we do roll sometimes when needed between our finals and our broadcast matches, just to ensure the rink's in tip-top shape. But yeah, we sort of leave that up to the greenkeepers for them to make their judgment. They're the experts in that field, and yeah, it can vary from day to day.
That is a brilliant bowl from Lorraine Frankland. Made a mighty correction on her first. Now it gives Jacqui something to play to, though. Bowling to the ditch, very, very difficult.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest shots in our game. Jacqui's not far away. Will it stop? What a great shot!
That is massive.
That is a brilliant bowl. Good confidence booster, that one.
Now, does Lorraine just go for this? The problem is she doesn't want to take her own out.
That's exactly right. No, she's better off trying to draw the shot. She still if she can draw the shot, Val, get another second, then perhaps she can play that with her last. But as you said, you don't want to be removing your own bowl and letting Jacqui draw for 3, putting pressure on yourself. So
I think she might have just gone for this. And she's missing high, thankfully, because it was going to get her own before it got to Jacqui's.
Yeah, the weight she had, it probably wouldn't have done any damage, but she'd be disappointed that going into the ditch.
So she only has 1 live bowl. Jacqui could have 3 after this.
Yeah, I've got a feeling Lorraine's is second shot.
Yep.
It's a bit hard to tell. We're a long way away.
Oh, no, it's definitely second. The marking is,
yep.
I think, just here, and yeah, definitely is second.
She's close again here. Will it stop? In the shadows. What a great bowl.
I think that's the shot. Might not want... No, it's close, but second.
Great shooting.
Could this be a big catalyst for Jacqui Millar to possibly mount a fight back? We may have another twist and turn in this tale yet. Her last bowls of the last couple of ends have been nothing short of sensational. Lorraine Frankland. This needs to be.
This needs to sit.
And it is.
Wow.
Might not be the shot, but it's brilliant nonetheless.
So, yeah, one to Jacqui still.
Great shooting. Best end of the match. To net a 2, Jacqui Millar.
She just needs to run the journey now.
Almost. The
Oh,
fact that
what a great effort.
none of them actually put one in the ditch then A couple were knocked in, I think, maybe one from Lorraine. But those bowls, to have 5 there, right on the precipice of going in and not going in, that is sensational shooting from both of these ladies.
Yeah, it's a fine art drawing to the ditch, and yeah, they've done well there.
Jacqui Millar back on the board. Is this the fight back?
Be interesting to see what length she goes to now. She hasn't had the mat for a number of ends. I would suggest the longer length is going to be her best tactic here. She's just rolled that sort of medium length again.
That was one of the best ends we've seen on Rinkside Live at this Australian Open.
As you can see, our wonderful event partners in the background of the shot there, Val. The Gold Coast, so Experience Gold Coast and Tourism of Events Queensland. They are a major supporter of the Australian Open, and yeah, we can't thank them for their support. This event simply wouldn't be possible without them, and it's just amazing to work with them and continue to bring this great event to Queensland and the Gold Coast.
Yeah, we do thank them for their support, and this is one of the best places you can be in the month of June. And, you know, going for a walk along the beach, I usually have a little tradition. I'll go for at least one long walk along the beach all the way up during the day. Go to Pack Fair. It's a great place to be. Some great restaurants, especially around Broadbeach.
What's your favourite, mate? Come on, tell the viewers at home.
There's a few. Bagel's pretty good. I've only actually had the one so far. Yeah, we could be on today or tomorrow for a bagel, but also Mario's is pretty good, Howie.
Mario's Italian joint, yeah.
Yep, no. Grand Dynasty, Chinese, Aztec, Mexican. It's a lamb shop. Plenty around here. So also, if you want something cheap and fast, you can always go to Macca's as well. There's one not far from here. I've pretty much just listed everything, haven't I?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out, are we paying you to work here, mate, or are we paying you to eat through the Gold Coast? So, but
hey, when you're working here, you sample a lot. This is what I think we've been up here. I think we calculated it 6 or 7 times now over the last couple of years. It gives you a lot of chance to try everything.
Yeah, we're very lucky that a lot of our major events have found a home on the Gold Coast. So last year we had the World Bowls Championships and the Australian Open each year. We've had the Nationals, and the Nationals will be back up here later in October.
How could I forget Fat Freddy's as well?
Staged at Club Tweed and the Broadbeach Bowls Club. So, yeah, very exciting.
Yep.
It's, and why wouldn't you? You've great greens, great conditions.
So first week predominantly at Club Tweed. Second week predominantly here at Broadbeach, Oz Champs.
Yeah, so Broadbeach will host the Para Nationals as well as the Australian Championships, and Club Tweed will host the Australian Under-18 Championships, Australian Champion of Champions singles, the Australian Senior Sides Championships, and the Australian Sides Championships. So plenty of bowls action at both venues, and it will be the best in the business in Australia. Australia has to offer, so it really is a great event. Look forward to coming back here in October.
Sure do. No, I'm very keen. I have to leave a couple of days early this time. The wedding finishing, or my wedding, starting the day after the Nationals. So, very exciting times. Got a lot to look forward to in October.
I think we'll allow you to leave early on this occasion, Val.
Thank you for that, Howie. All right, so one more to Lorraine Frankland, who manages to get herself back on the board pretty quickly. She's into that checkout zone now. which means she's an end away from possibly finishing this one off. 17-11. It's been some sort of a turnaround. 9 of the last 11 ends have gone the way of the McKenzie Park product since she was down 3-9. Dominant, ruthless, and precise is exactly what it's been. As well as a drawing exhibition to the ditch, which was very enjoyable. On the forehand to start, and number 21.
Yeah, pretty good opening shot here. Yeah, well played.
Wendy had the spray ready, didn't touch the jack, but very nicely played, as you said. What's impressed you the most about what Lorraine has put together here, Howie?
Yeah, I guess it's the keen singles. If things aren't working for you early, it's just give it time. Although it's a quick game, 21 shots up, but just got to give it time. Go through your routine, and what you can find, players do get start rushing when they get behind and get a little bit nervous and start rushing. But she's been methodical. She's taken her time on the mat, really thought about what length she's going to play. So and when she has delivered her first bowl like this, she generally has grouped them, and which is the key to singles. You're very hard to beat if you can consistently draw 3 out of your 4 bowls close to the jack each end.
Wants this one to hold up. It'll stay on. And it's a danger here for Jacqui Millar. She needs to get one on. Doesn't want to overcorrect and be too short, which we've seen a couple of times. Positive weight. Where will this end up? In for second.
Yeah, not a bad home.
A multiple here for Lorraine Frankland would be massive. And it would almost be the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I think so, mate. I think if she can win this end, as they call it, she's got the springboard to 21, and it's a long way home for Jacqui to claim this victory. But never say never. Only takes a couple of good shots here, and she's back on the board. Get back to her own length and try and grind away.
The line from Lorraine on her last was magnificent, but just dropped a little short. This one might do the same. It's definitely going to cut under. Doesn't want to promote that bowl. Does not want to promote that bowl. Does promote that bowl.
Yeah, weight was pretty good. Just missed her line there. Be disappointed.
So chance for Lorraine to put in number 3. Is she going to be up?
Be good enough to count.
Yeah, that'll do. I think might have drifted that little bit too far. Very interesting. It's at least a 2. Little wobble as the bowl was released. But Andrew Howie,
Not sure she's there.
her line was good.
Yeah, this was one of her better deliveries, as you said. Just a little bit of a bobble when she let it go and sort of took the weight off the shot.
And Wendy has 3 paddles at the ready. This could be the straw that broke the camel's back. 3 it is. 20-11. Lorraine Frankland has shown the tenacity of a champion from 3-9 down. She's just dropped 2 shots since that moment. Under immense pressure, she's just 1 away from a victory in her first match of the 2024 Australian Open.
Okay, little chance here. Jacqui needs to try and...
I think a little nervous, maybe.
Close opener. Well, it's funny, like when you do get to onto that 20, a lot of players say it's the hardest shot to get. So you start thinking about, I only need 1 to finish the game, Val, rather than just concentrate on your line and length.
This one a little short too, so Jack still has a lot of real estate around it.
Pretty handy correction here.
Holding game.
Yeah, what a great shot. That's
right
a brilliant bowl.
on the Jack too.
Not far away, Jacqui. Just going to run through a little. What a great effort.
Very close. Lorraine will want to try and give herself as much insurance as she can. She wants this to be her last end of the match. She wants to win it. Have a refreshment, have a coffee, and then head back out for session number 2, which begins at 11:45 in 57 minutes' time. That's going to get through. If it has the legs, it'll be second shot.
Yeah, great bowling. You've got to take a bit of a risk here. Run the Jack in the ditch.
Not a bad shout.
Just needs to keep running. She's got a great track. Oh, good effort.
So she's got one more bowl, and then it's out of her hands, really. Jacqui Millar will have the right of reply to try and keep this match going.
I think the key here for Lorraine is just to go around the back. She doesn't really need to go near the head. If she just tries to, on the forehand, sneak back to Jacqui's back bowl.
She's on a tighter line.
She does not want to disturb anything in the head there.
Doesn't. So it's down to this. Jacqui Millar.
She's just got to give it a chance. She can trial the Jack back, turn her bowl onto the shot bowl. A couple of bowls high, she can work off the wing one back to the Jack.
She's not.
Definitely up, but will it get back?
She didn't like it out of the hand, I don't think, and it's not getting back, so that will do. Lorraine Frankland with one of the more stunning turnarounds that you will see in singles play. 9-3 down. She wins at 21-11. Dropped 2 shots after that and won 18. That was stunning. from the McKenzie Park product, Andrew Howie.
Yeah, no, great turnaround. Lorraine fought hard. She was struggling a little bit early, fought hard, as you said, kept in it, kept reducing those margins, then she clicked into gear, mate, and ran away with a great victory. But it was a great game by both players, their first time on the live stream, so no, it was fantastic to see. But Lorraine just too good today.
She certainly was, and that about wraps us up for the first session here on day 5 of the 2024 Australian Open. Our next round starts at 11:45 local time, which is 55 minutes away. It's Kathy Millar of South Australia up against Catherine Brenton of New South Wales. Andrew Howie, thank you very much. We'll see you shortly.
Thanks for having me, Val.
Plenty more still to come on a very busy day 5 of the 2024 Australian Open. Women's singles action well and truly underway. We'll see you shortly.
Aero, used by world champions Kelvin Kirko, Corey Wedlock, Erin Tees and Aaron Sheriff. Swirl, Aero's new colourway, easy on the eye and in over 65 colours. Aero's enhanced grip allows you to go up 1 to 2 sizes, shaped to give maximum comfort and control. Made in Australia, machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy. Aero provide the most accurate of bowls. Aero, same line every time.